here. Karthus, first ban out, pretty common ban there.
Karthus?
Yeah. Karthus, yeah.
I mean, he's getting a lot of popularity. He does really well. Global presence from the mid lane. So you don't have to stray anywhere. You can just stay there. You can farm, which he does extremely well.
Yes.
So yeah, has that presence, and yeah, he's really strong. So it's good to get rid of him.
There's not really much to say. I mean, he's there. Once he gets his farm, he just becomes an absolute beast.
Yeah, you can't ignore. So good. Get rid of him. Alistar, another one of those interesting bans. He's so strong bottom lane. He's also incredibly strong in the jungle, and I know that Ordinance likes to play them in the jungle.
And actually, I know Orbit's jungler also is very big on Alistar as well. And sometimes it's not too uncommon. Like if you know a champ is actually going to be banned against you, you jump the gun, you ban it for them, and you make them make some very difficult decisions on where else they want to go. Corki looking at targeted bans. TF targeted ban.
Yeah.
So it's this is the opportunity to go ahead
Twisted
and try.
Fate. They banned him.
They did. Now you're stretching. You're stretching.
Yeah, I am a little bit. But, you don't see a lot of Twisted Fate bans, but maybe a targeted ban. And then Darius, Urgot. So those are popular. Darius, hard to handle. Urgot, hard to handle late game. And then we see Shen as the first pick. So Shen, of course, amazingly strong top lane and jungle. Another global presence champion.
Yes.
Can get in there. You can play really aggressive because you know that your Shen is behind you 100%.
Once he hits 6. Because that's like the prerequisite for him to be behind you, because he can't be behind you if he can't get to you first. But the ult allows you to do that.
Yeah.
But Nautilus, he's a pretty huge beast in the jungle as well.
Yeah.
You got all of that CC. You got the hook. What's great? I still, ever since the Curse Invitational 2, I've been waiting once again for a visit to Hook City, because it's just so
Hook City, baby.
Hook City, baby.
Yeah.
But still, so we got two very, very strong. Well, we got one strong jungler and one strong potential jungler. Shen could still go top. Still left to be said, but Janna also being picked up by Orbit here. Wonderful support.
Janna, very good. We don't see a whole lot of Janna much anymore. She's kind of fallen out of popularity for some of the higher sustain supports or some of the more aggressive supports. So what you see is she ends up falling somewhere in the middle. And generally speaking, you don't really want to be in the middle. You don't want to be like well-rounded. You want to be really strong in one or the other, because what happens is if you're somewhere in the middle, then you're going to face a high sustain lane. And they're going to out-sustain you. Or you're going to face a highly aggressive lane, and they're just going to clobber you, and they're going to jump on you and do a lot of damage. So if you're somewhere in the middle, like Janna, you might be having some issues. But
there you go. There's the sustain.
There's the sustain.
There's the sustain in Soraka. Graves has all the damage necessary to take out, whomever. Plus, relatively safe.
Yeah.
Buckshot, farm away. You have Soraka for everything you need. You got your health. You got your mana. Nice, convenient little package.
Yeah.
Right there.
But on the other side, Janna, amazing late game.
Yes, absolutely.
Top, I would venture to say top late game support.
It's just you have all the CC, you have the tornadoes, you have the slow, you have the fantastic ultimate for displacement. It's just the emergency, get the hell off of me button, and then you can just have Nautilus pull something back in. It's like, hey, everyone, get the F out of my house, except for you. Everyone get out of my house except for you. You get back here.
Yeah, you hang out.
You got to clean up this mess that you left. Yeah. Because we just had a fantastic picnic. I invited my entire family over here to watch the fireworks.
And this is the way that you treat me?
You left this mess, and you need to stay, and you need to clean it up.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, really good. And she plays the game that you like so much, which is the protect the carry game.
It is. I do enjoy the protect the carry game.
Yeah, in some cases, yeah. So, and then Ashe and Morgana. So
good initiation. There's a lot of solid initiation here.
Yeah, Ashe, really cool. Yeah, the initiation is really good, and then Morgana too. Combined with Nautilus, they got some good, solid lockdown. They're gonna be able to do work. Ooh, Ahri, yes, she is played a lot right now.
Yes, she is. I mean, she has the mobility. She has the fantastic burst.
The burst.
That burst.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So Shen, from the looks of it, will actually be going top lane with an Amumu in the jungle. And it's a good way to go ahead and counteract all of this aggressive engagement from Orbit, but Nocturne does pretty well too. You can go ahead, be very aggressive, hit the 6. However, it is there are ways to deal with the Nocturne. I would like to see the Amumu actually, because Morgana in mid gonna be hard to fear and gank. With the displacement in Janet and bot lane is gonna be rough. There's still a top laner, and they can just go ahead and pick a super safe top laner.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and do like a Jax would actually be pretty good, but the thing is, it's still you're contending with Shen.
Yeah.
But we'll see how the Nocturne works out. Gonna be looking for those ganks. Gonna be pretty fast in the jungle, faster than Nautilus even. So maybe even go for some of the counter jungling. And Vlad looks like he's gonna be in the top lane, going up against the Shen, get some ranged harass on. Looking to farm on up. May actually be doing pretty well for himself.
Doing some heavy farm. Yeah. Farming is one thing that Shen isn't absolutely great at. Split pushing, yes. Farming, not really. But that's where Vlad excels, is farming. And if you can just stay in lane and just get that farm up, then you can really push an advantage and just kind of get into beast mode, which Vlad in beast mode, scary, scary thing.
Absolutely scary thing. All that damage coming in and all that sustain at the same time can be a very, very rough thing to contend with.
Absolutely.
But then again, there's enough initiation on this team to actually just fulfill, just to help him fit a nice role, just a pure damage dealer here.
Yeah, they do have a lot of initiation. The question is, will they have enough damage? I think so. I mean, if as long as they're not too far behind, they should do enough damage. Vlad, pretty good damage. Not great until absolutely late game. And Ashe, pretty good damage. Morgana, decent damage. But Nautilus, not one of those damage dealing champions.
He's there for the CC.
Yeah, there for CC. Nocturne, on the other hand, has a fair amount of CC, but also has that damage, and depending on how you build him. So,
and not to mention, also got Shen. Shen's got his back.
Shen's got
his back. Nocturne's going to be ulting in.
Yeah.
Shen, in the pinch, can just go ahead and ult the Nocturne while he's surfing on in. Just, all the CC, get the taunt, help on out.
Yeah.
Be some super bros.
Yeah.
Bump fists.
That's a really cool thing you can do is, you can definitely dive to the back or dive a champion. And then just Shen can ult right on top of Nocturne while he's in there in the mix, causing havoc. So that's a really cool little combo together. So I'm excited to see what Shen and Nocturne, what magic they can make together.
Preferably lots of it.
I want to see some magic.
I would love to see just a boatload of magic.
I want some David Copperfield.
I want some David Copperfield.
I want a little bit of David Copperfield.
I kind of want some Penn and Teller, or even one of my favorites, the Amazing Jonathan.
Siegfried and Roy.
Which one got mauled?
Well, in my heart, both of them.
That is
both of them.
That is the correct answer.
Yes.
That is the correct answer.
Yeah, you are correct, sir. Yeah.
Well, now we're talking about magicians.
Yep. Well, we
went there.
We are good at getting off topic.
Not how about this? Not Chris Angel. How about that?
Not Chris Angel.
Anyone but Chris Angel.
No, I don't even like that guy.
He's a little. He does have a lisp.
Speaking of angels, how are you? Damn, I'm good.
I'm not spreading things in my pee. How about that?
Oh, okay.
That's a little
inside joke.
That little snafu from
the
little choice words from Whose League Is It Anyway?
Yeah, watch Whose League Is It Anyway. You'll know what's going on with the spreading of angel pee. Scour Reddit. There's some jokage there, but not to make this too awkward. So we're gonna move on.
Hey, you're the one who used the word angel.
Yeah,
you're the
true.
one.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying your time on that show, dude. Like it's like because we all kind of like I have flops. Baron has top plays.
I have nothing.
Well, you had nothing until now.
Yeah, I was on League of Legends update a little bit here.
And Buddy took the host. He's on the hosting duties for that. But now this is your thing.
Yeah, now I got a thing.
As much as I would love to be on that show, respectfully, I cannot because this is your thing.
It's my thing a little bit. So yeah, I do the show with State of League Travis called Whose League Is It Anyway? But I am kind of just a sub for now. So maybe you can go convince him otherwise.
Well, a lot of people used to be subs.
Yeah.
A lot of people on teams used to be subs, and now they're full-fledged members. I think you'd fit well.
Thank you.
In that fives.
Thank you very much.
You're a solid top laner.
Thank you.
In that group.
Yeah, I play unconventional tops.
Yes, you do.
I don't even know how this can be a metaphor, but but yeah. So check it out. It's a cool show, and Travis, of course, is an amazing person.
Travis is Travis
in general. Yeah. So you guys sent him to Korea, so that's good. So
yeah, always a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You know who I don't see a whole lot anymore?
Who do you not see a whole lot?
Lulu. Lulu was getting banned like every game. Maybe the nerfs were just a little too rough. Jax, haven't been seeing Jax.
Haven't seen Jax. Haven't been seeing Kale either,
yeah,
actually.
Ever since Jax didn't perform well at MLG.
Ever since Malphite came back.
Yeah.
You know, and Kale's also been, a part of that, a little bit of that mess as well.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate, but still, they're two really good champs still, and you can still catch people off guard. You can still, in certain comps, get there. Like I saw, saw it at IPL 4, the Kale AD bot lane, Jax in the jungle. That's how Freak likes to play him, so I hear.
Yeah.
He plays everyone. He plays everyone in the jungle.
Yep.
You might as well.
Lulu.
So yeah, that was part of that. That's right. That was part of that video.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. He's like, although she's great at support, I like to play in the jungle. I'm like, you troll hard. What are you doing, man?
It was fun. It was funny.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So, but while loading on in, should be into this game shortly. So game number 1, Ordinance versus Orbit. This is for the San Francisco Showdown qualifiers, the IPL Face Off Challenge. IPL, if you've read all of the names of our things we were looking to name this in the little update episode, if you actually paused and read those, you have seen the one that said, IPL, why did you pause to read this?
Yeah, my favorite.
That was my favorite name.
We should actually seriously consider renaming the event IPL Face Off Disco in the Frisco.
No, we are not.
No,
disco.
dude,
We're not going to do Disco in the Frisco.
one.
We're not doing Disco in the Frisco.
Okay, we should just take a vote in chat at the moment right now.
No.
And,
No, we're not doing
Light
that.
Blind, you can, if you're out there, you can go ahead and tally that up. But yeah, Disco in the Frisco. Like, I want to go to an event with that title. IPL Face Off, San Francisco Showdown. While good, not as good as Disco in the Frisco.
No. But then again, if it is indeed a Disco in the Frisco, we got to have that one K-pop video we played.
Yeah.
With that 15-minute long one from IPL 4 where they're all in the old disco setting.
Yeah.
Which we weren't originally supposed to. Whoa.
That was
Yoda.
That was hella close.
Wow, that was centimeters.
That was really
centimeters
close.
of Morgana grabbing that bind, but it's Ordinance is accepting the fact that they're being invaded, and they're going to go ahead, let them have the blue. Let him have that positional advantage. But it looks like Orb is, they're just looking to place the ward, walk away.
Yeah.
And you'll also notice on
nope.
Nope,
Circling around. Tricky guys.
So if Ordinance is brazen enough to actually go around, this could be something ugly. This could be something real ugly here. I just want to make sure you get the vision on Ordinance, just in case something crazy happens here. Yuzuki should know. He should have seen two. Should have seen Robert. And should have seen Spellsy leave as well. So now they're just waiting. They know Rich is in that bush. No one's entering lanes, and there's the pings going down. Ken may actually see them. There's the bind going down onto the Ari, perfectly timed with the blue spawning, and first blood gonna be going to Nien there. So that's gonna be a Doran's Blade more than likely being brought into bot lane. And that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt bot lane's chances for quite a bit. There it is.
Oh,
but
man.
Yoda and Rich are still trying to get something happening here. And Yoda getting a little bit caught out. Does have to flash away. There is the taunt. Try and keep him safe. But Yoda... Oh! That bind!
Oh,
that was beautiful.
Wow.
That was just a thing of beauty.
I am tickled.
I would tickle you normally.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Wow.
So
that was crazy.
Really sweet patience out of Orb, just hanging out in those bushes, just making it making Ordinance think they weren't there. Really sweet bind right as the blue spawned, as to kill, get in there, take the blue, and then.
And High L9 still here. Top lane looking to get some extra damage down onto Shen, making everyone chug those potions. Someone get these people Brolof's beer can hat, because we need some for some potions.
Oh my gosh.
Everywhere now.
Oh man. Okay, so yeah, really good lead for Orbit right off the bat. Taking the blue, getting those 2 level 1 kills. Oh my gosh, that bind was just beautiful.
However, keep in mind that's nothing that Ordinance can't come back from.
No, definitely
Nocturne did get the red, and Nautilus did spend a lot of time, and he's not the fastest jungler. There is an opportunity here for Yoda to actually go in for the invade, also grab Orbit's red, and then try and actually start working on a ganking path here, because Nautilus is only just now starting his standard path. He's working on blue, did not get a leash, so it's going to be a little bit longer than usual. He does have the smite up, so right now, and still actually walking right back over through that ward. So Yoda is spotted going up through the top, up to top lane, and Yazuki's going to be a little bit more wary. He's going to go ahead and back off. But I think Yoda may be going for some counter jungling, or actually just straight on in, waiting in the lane. Vlad, there we go. There's the vision. Spotted out.
Yeah. So this is an unfortunate thing for Nocturne, right? He's staying out of his jungle. He should be farming, really, because now he's putting himself even further behind. He didn't have that blue, and now he's just going to meet up with Nautilus.
Oh,
so
high L9. Look, and there's the Q. Morgana knows. Yoda knows. And right now, Nautilus should be able to go ahead and grab the red safely if he so desires. But he's actually going to go ahead and possibly set up for something in mid lane. Actually, no, just getting some board coverage down. Keeping track on everybody. So this is a huge power shift between the junglers here right now.
Yeah.
And High has an opportunity here to get the double buff, to go ahead and have that and actually make his ganks a little bit stronger. But in that time, Yoda can just go ahead, stay back, farm up, and possibly just try and get that level advantage.
Yeah, I really like the wording by Orb, especially from the jungler. Making sure he's safe. Counter jungling is always an issue in your Nautilus. You don't do a lot of damage. You kind of just hang out, and so you're slow. You don't do damage, and so you're really susceptible to that counter jungling, especially those invades from mid or from top. So having a good idea of where the enemy jungler is and what they're doing is extremely helpful for Nautilus, and it's just going to help him to hold on to that lead that he's got right now.
Robert and Spellzy just looking to push the lane into Ashe and Janna, have the tower deny a little bit of that farm. But from the looks of things right now, it's still actually really even. The Doran's Blade on Yen, that's a fantastic pickup to have to enter into lane with if you grab the first blood situation. But there's not really a whole lot of aggression coming out with it. And there's the charm going on to Nubby Pooh Bear. Lots of damage here, plus the ignite. Not going to be enough for a kill, but still there's High 9 up in the top lane with the hooks and the roots and those ignites, and Yazuki's going to go ahead and grab that one for himself.
Another really nice patient move by Orb, just staying in there. And it's funny when you have a jungler in the bush like that, you have to become like a really good actor.
Yeah.
You're like waiting, you're trying to convince the enemy that your jungler's not around, and so you play possum a little bit. And so you saw it there. He like faked like he was afraid and he was running back, and that's when Nautilus Hook City came out, just grabbed him and just punished him for being overly aggressive like that.
Like the one thing I always say in games when I'm playing with people, I'll jungle and just be like, okay, now I want you to look tasty. And sometimes people understand what I'm saying, but not usually everyone does. High L9, getting it, woohoo, a little bit trapped in enemy territory. Should make it out just fine, though. Morgana's going to come in to help just make sure he can secure his exit. And still the bot lane continues to push. But yeah, so when I say you want to look tasty, what do you mean? What do you want me to look tasty? Do we look like food to you? He's like, no. I want you to go ahead, possibly try, make like you're overextending, make like you're trying to make a mistake here, so that gives me the proper setup to go in for the gank, because you're trying to force your opponent into a position where they feel they may have an opportunity, and they're going to go ahead and extend out a little bit further than they normally would, which gives you more time to try and get that kill.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. And it's really paid off for top lane. Vladimir continues to push Shen out. Shen is behind because he died. And so, he's missed all those creeps. He's down a kill. He's down 15 CS, 16, 17 CS now.
He's getting beat out pretty big.
And Vlad is
doing work, man. He's got the revolver.
Yeah,
he's got the revolver. He's got the AP. He's got the spell vamp. That's really all he needs.
Yeah, he's where he wants to be right now.
Oh, and they're passing the blue off to him. Top lane. That's just mean. So in a situation like that, it's like, okay, you have the blue. In this situation, you have a point, pass it to your mid or pass it to your top. Top is winning ridiculously hard right now.
Yeah.
Giving him the blue with the cooldown reduction. That's what's key about the blue.
Yeah.
Vlad doesn't use mana. He doesn't need mana. He's got blood. That's cool. It's fine. But, the cooldowns are going to be doing so much for him just to go ahead and continue to spam abilities, continue to push, and in turn deny Rich more farm. If he's always going to be at tower, there's no way for him to farm, and this is going to secure Yuzuki's lead in that lane. Morgana catching out Ahri. Oh, and the arrow for the follow-up.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, that timing.
Wow, okay.
So
I'm like
good.
really impressed right now.
That timing was so incredibly
that timing
good.
was really good. And
Like,
even, you know, that wasn't I mean, Ash wasn't super far away, but still far enough away where you could miss that.
Oh yeah.
So good shot from Ash. That was awesome.
That's one.
And
That's
really good map
just
awareness. Where like I don't even think they had a ward like near Dragon, but they still had a good idea of where Ahri was. And,
there was a ward over down here.
Yeah, down there. So
his brush.
Yeah, I don't know where Ahri came from. I think came from mid or something.
Yeah.
But good map awareness knew to back like that Ash and Janna and baited Ahri playing aggressive. And oh my gosh, that arrow was
so sexy.
Key. Oh dude.
So sexy.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah, with the Morgana. So nice binding, nice arrow, and really making good use of those stuns that they have. And you know, just man, they're getting so far ahead now because of such key plays from from Ash, from Nautilus in the top lane, and Vladimir is just going to keep forcing an advantage on Shen.
This tower may actually go down. Just a few more auto attacks, and Yuzuki's actually going to go ahead and take that tower just before the 10-minute mark. Bot tower for Orb though is looking pretty weak though, but still though there's a huge gold lead for Orbit so early on in this game. At 10 minutes in, it's about 4K.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's really good, and I mean, it's just been a slippery slope since those two level 1 kills.
Yeah.
Where you're giving the advantage to your mid, your AP carry, and your AD carry, like two people that you really want to snowball hard. So really fortunate they got the kills. Meanwhile, Janna just getting chunked.
Arrow is back. Robert's going to go ahead and take a huge hit. Heal from Soraka is going to do quite a bit, but those frost arrows keep them slowed, waiting to kill some time for Nautilus. Can he get the hook? Depth charge is also up. Not going to press the issue, but there's the Shen ult. I think you're beating that, but here comes Nocturne now.
Nice.
4v3 situation in bot lane. There's one auto attack for a root. There's the spell shield. Yoda's going to be a little bit more safe, and there's the Shen taunt keeping everyone occupied. And there's the flashes away. Oh, Janna does go down to that tick of ignite, but Ahri is there to try and get on the back line, trapped in the tri-brush. There's Navi Pooh Bear wisely entering the bush with the spell shield. Nien getting caught with the orb, was trying to get some extra damage. Not going to be doing anything, but there are pings going down for Ordinance at that tower. They want to get aggressive. Rush over the wall. Right now, Ahri's tanking that tower, but going to get back to safety just in time. Nubby Pooh Bear is looking pretty bad, and there you go. There's the tag. Robert X. Lee.
Oh, man. Okay, so originally I was going to say after that fight that went really well for Orb. You know, keeping in mind that Shen ultimate and Nocturne ultimate were blown, and they went all in basically on him. But then it really got out of hand.
Yeah, it did.
And Ordinance
and that's what
lost
Ahri,
the tower.
Yeah.
3 kills, and I think that was all started because Soraka was a little bit out of position, and Ash had to use that ultimate to save her.
It was a happy mistake.
Yes.
Well, Ash used the arrow to try and secure the engage on Graves.
Oh, with the Nautilus?
Yeah, with Nautilus, because they're just trying to kill time for Nautilus to get in position.
Yeah.
I just think he was just a hair out of the distance for the depth charge, and when he realized, like, hey, we're way too far out, something bad can really happen, and then Nocturne ult happens.
Yeah, and
then it's just like everyone's just like getting the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And then, Ahri came down from mid, and just it became a big mess.
Yeah.
But during all that time, remember, Shen ulted, no longer in top lane. Yuzuki continues to farm up, and I think right now he's one of the top earners in the game so far.
Yeah, he has significantly more farm than Shen, and I think Shen realizes again that behind need to make something happen, and that's where the Heart of Gold comes in.
There you go.
It's going to help a little counteract that farm deficit, and it's going to help him close the gap. So good on Shen for doing that, and he's just going to keep trying to hang out. But man, another turret down in top lane. So, and it's funny, there hasn't been a lot of aggression on Vlad. He's kind of just getting to do whatever the hell he wants, and that's why he's winning so hard.
So there is, I mean, the gold gap is closing a little bit, but Orbit is still in the amazing position. Tier 1 and 2 are both down. Where is this arrow going? Gonna try and follow it here. Where are we gonna track it? Nothing. Nothing. Nocturne and Ari, and they were in the area, and they still are in the area. But wow, that's a lot of damage Vlad's actually dealing to Nocturne right now. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, that would have been sweet if that hit, but I mean, that was a gamble. Maybe not a gamble I would have taken, but with your entire team on the other side of the map.
Yep, and with the cooldown only at 100 seconds.
Yeah, cooldown only 100 seconds, and the pure, sustainability of the bottom lane with Graves and Soraka. Might as well do it. You're not going to
go.
commit.
The Shen being rooted, being bound by Morgana. Might as well throw it. Get out of. There you go. That's down at turret range. Yuzuki taking a little bit more damage than he should be there from that tower. But still, the pressure is a little bit trying to race here. And catching out Spellsy in the bush. Almost missed him, but there you go, returning it back to Ordinance's base. And the quick kill onto Vlad, courtesy helping out from all those turret shots. And High L9 also going to be going down here as well. Nubby Boo Bear is on his own, regretting the decision to try and push a tier 3 so early on. There's the ult being forced, only going to be grabbing the Nocturne as part of that one and will not get that kill.
Yeah, and what we're seeing now is the issue with taking those turrets so early.
Yeah.
Now in order to push, you're pushing pushing so that the creep wave comes back at you. In order to do that, you have to push so deep and you have to commit so hard.
Yeah.
And now you're putting yourself in a position where you have to ward, you have to spend the gold on wards, otherwise you're too much at risk, and you could easily get killed. So.
And Orbit really had no business pushing that far in such a group.
Yeah.
And even then, just also a little bit of a misstep from Yuzuki. He's just couldn't get far enough out of turret. It's like, why is the turret still hitting me? I thought I was far away enough.
Yeah. They can just chip at you. They chip at you and they wait, they play safe, and that's what they did. They kind of just poked and poked and poked until their life was low enough where they're like, okay, now it's time to commit. Now it's time to blow our ults. Now it's time to just absolutely destroy them. And that's where the Ari burst came in and just rocked them.
Yeah, they did. Yes, it did. But, Vlad's still doing pretty well for himself. Finished the Woda, got the Kindle Gem, going to be looking to go ahead and build that into the Spirit Visage as well. And Dragon being grabbed by Orbit.
Oh, but
there's the bind once again, hitting Spellsy on the back line, but they're a little bit outnumbered because Yuzuki's still top lane farming, trying to push the lane out, and they're looking. That's the thing, though. It's not uncommon to trade a Dragon for a tower, but he's still got a long way to go here.
I think he's going to get it, actually, but he's going to need to get out real quick. He doesn't have much life at all. Yeah.
I don't
but
know.
He's in a lot.
There's a pretty healthy way of coming in, but the thing is, though, Ari's coming from behind. They want to focus it out. It is pretty low. He may actually be able to get it. He does decide to actually dip out early, so he's in a little bit of a bad spot. But now the name of the game, Rendezvous with Nautilus. He is nearby. Depth charge is available. Yoda, he's that guy in front, but you don't want to be depth charging him. He's just going to go ahead and shield it away. There is Shen. Can he get the root? Can he get something? Yuzuki's actually brought really low. He is in pool and ignited. Dies while still in the pool. Rich is out in front. Depth charge going down onto Robert Lee. Taunt being cleansed right now by Nien. Should be able to get away, but here's Ken as Ari. All the burst necessary to go ahead and get the kill onto Morgana. Nien and Elimination are now in a full absolute retreat. Ari with the orb, almost getting the damage necessary, but there's a shield keeping Ash alive just a little bit longer. And the charm, there you go, to your doom. Nautilus looking to recall ASAP. Elimination knows, looking to get a full run anchor way. That's not going to be helping Janna right now, though. Her ult is down, only has a heal. It's going to be a waste. And there you go, Ordinance trying to take back this game.
God.
That's 4.
Okay,
for free.
How
and 17 minutes. There's Baron.
Yeah, they got it. They got this for sure. So, I mean, they're trying to... It's an interesting strategy. They're like letting things, objectives be taken in order to be able to push that hard with Vladimir. But this is what happened. If you don't take the objectives and you don't make your plays happen, then you lose everything for nothing.
Pretty much.
They get the tower, they got the dragon, they got the Baron, and they got 4 kills. And that was like a 5K gold swing right there. Like
Absolutely.
Where they were down and now they're way ahead. And
there's a good 3, 4, 5K gold deficit.
Yeah.
For Ordinance, pretty much the majority of the game.
Yeah.
And 2 team fights later.
At one point, I think it was almost 5K. Like,
yeah. It was almost there. It was almost quite there.
I feel like Ordinance, Orb was getting a little bit cocky.
Oh, yeah. And Vlad's not the best split pusher.
No. I mean, he's good. He has a good escape, but it was 5-on-1.
I know. You can't get out of that, especially when
yeah.
you have a mobile team with a Nocturne and an Aura. You can
Yeah.
get right in position wherever they need to be.
Exactly, and they only need to snag you a little bit, whether it's with a Charm
Yeah.
or a Shen Taunt or a Nocturne Fear. They only need one ability to make you turn around, and all of a sudden there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and also keep in mind, Yuzuki's also going for the cooldown build. So, he's looking to get damage. He's looking for that regen.
Yeah.
Hopefully he starts building a little health here. Possibly, Giant's Belt into a Rylai's soon. Just so he can stay in the fight a little bit longer. Because if you have someone who sustains so much, health becomes a really vital thing.
Absolutely.
Because you can only regain so much, and you also have to create a buffer. And you have to calculate in for CC as well.
Yeah.
Because all that time while you're CC, that's just free damage, and you need to try and regen that as quickly as possible. Health gives you that buffer.
Yeah, it sure does. I agree, man. So where does Orb go from here now that they're
there's
so far behind? I mean, they have the Baron buff, they have a gold advantage, and they have arguably a stronger late game team. So
yeah. Well, at the very least, Baron buff is here to stay for at least another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Shen, a superior split pusher, one of the best split pushers in the game.
Yeah, if not the best.
If not the best, is going to be taking top turret. Mid tier 1 just fell. So at least 2 turrets are going to fall with this buff. And it's up to Ordinance whether they want to go ahead and continue to press objectives, whether they want to take another tower. But still though, remember, there's a lot of good counter initiation on Orbit as well, mainly with the Ash Arrow and the Morgana ult. So they don't want to get too aggressive, but they may want to go ahead and keep this split pushing thing going because it's working out pretty well for them.
No, absolutely. They're just hanging out. They're having a party. They're drinking their tea, and then Shen's up there doing all the work. But that's fine because that's what you want. That's what you want to happen. Now it's going to force some of Orb to peel off and go up and handle Shen, and then that's when you push. They're going to take this objective, and then they're going to push, and it's going to be a mismatch. So, I mean, Nautilus against Shen, I don't really think that's going to work out very well.
Well, they're not the most high damage dealers in the game. Shen does have a Wit's End, is going to do something.
Yeah.
But Shen's just looking to push the lane and just try and displace someone. I mean, it's just he can ult away. It's no big deal.
It's no big deal.
It's no big deal.
It's no big deal. So Nautilus is like, you're right. I can't take Shen, so we need to send Vlad up there.
Yeah.
So now
a god like Hook could do wonders though.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. So that's why you want Nautilus back there with the CC, and he's a little better in group fights.
Getting the stun actually. There you go. There's the bind onto Robert Exley, followed up by the depth charge and the Morgana ult as well. And there is Shen ulting on in, and Nautilus just absolutely melts. Yuzuki's away from the whole entire team. And that was really the key there. The pool trying to continue with the engage. Vlad ult finishes, and Kekith is just going to go ahead and finish off that one. Nubby Pooh Bear could be caught here. The bind. Yoda actually going to be getting caught out on that one. That was the best Orbit could have hoped for in that fight because they got the bind they wanted on one of the weaker members, the more squishy members of Ordinance. They got Robert Exley. They followed in. And that was a really good engage. Granted, it was a 3 for 2. What that does is it sets Ordinance back.
Yeah.
And it's going to set them back enough for the Baron buff. And the Baron buff has actually expired.
Okay.
So they wanted to just delay until Baron buff left.
Right.
And now it is.
And you saw what happened there. It was pretty. It was awesome of Ordinance. So Shen just hangs out, split pushes, and then whenever the team engage happens, it's like, actually, so it's 4-on-4, but now I'm going to join my team. Now it's 4-on-5, and you are silly, man, because now you're up by yourself, Vlad, doing nothing.
Yeah.
And you saw that at the very end. He's like, okay, I'm going to come help, and then he just got killed super fast because there's nothing he could do.
However, though, one of the best things you can do, and I see this quite a bit, if you're ever in a team fight and you see Shen ulting someone, immediately everyone focus down on that one member, because if you can manage to kill them, Shen doesn't come up.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And it does happen. It actually happens quite frequently. But that's you gave him enough time, was not able to burst down Graves quick enough.
Yeah.
He came by. There's the taunts.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happened.
The question then becomes, is the advantage strong enough where you can't burst down Graves, if you can't burst down Soraka, keeping them safe, especially with that Shen shield. So it worked out well for them, and He did
Yeah, it did stuff.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. So yeah, Orb. I think they still definitely have a chance in this game. They can still do well. They're still doing a lot of damage, just AOE damage. You know, they have the Vlad abilities. They have
they have the
Nautilus.
capabilities of singling out one member of Ordinance, and with another well-timed bind or another well-timed arrow or even a trip to Hook City, they can go ahead and just single out. If they can single out someone from Ordinance again, single out the Graves, take out the Soraka, take out the Ahri even.
Yeah, I hear that Hook City's pretty nice this time of year.
It is a good. The weather is the weather in Hook City is pretty nice and cool. You average around 70, 75, kind of like here actually.
Isn't there an expression, the coldest winter I've ever experienced is a summer in Hook City? Okay. So,
well, Rich is about ready to take an all-expense paid trip right there, and Yen will go ahead and finish off that one. And that's the thing too, is like you can just go ahead and focus down whoever's doing the split pushing. If you can manage, because here's the thing, because Ordinance was a little bit split. They weren't actually doing this. Well, Rich was doing the split push. Again, the rest of the team wasn't. Arrow. Spellsy caught out. This is rough, though. That Oracles is going to be lost. Nubby Pooh Bear with a very fantastic snipe. And Yoda's going to be getting caught out as well. The Morgana ult does break through the wall. Nicely timed flash from Yoda. But it looks like Heil Knight should be able to. Does ult right to Janna just to try and get out of this mess. But the slow and the tornado. Janna, will you actually pick up this kill? No. Nice. Shen is there. But Shen, I'm not sure he's going to be doing quite a bit there to help. And the Nocturne does actually fall. Ahri's going to be the last one out of that fight, and Shen's just right there back at base.
This is a crazy game, bro.
This is a crazy game. I'm liking it.
What's happening?
What is going on?
What is going on?
We're going to find out, because that tower's going to be going down. Top tier 3 is gone. Inhibitor's going to be focused down. Not a whole lot that Ahri, Shen, and Soraka can do about this, but they may actually give up another free kill here. There's a taunt coming in from Shen, trying to keep Nautilus busy. But Morgana's here, still doing damage. Inhibitor is down. Orb is getting the F out.
Yeah, so Orb did their job. They went in, they killed everybody, and now they're getting out.
That's usually a good thing.
Yeah, that was really good play. Like, I feel like that Ash Arrow stun was going to wear off like any second, just enough time for the team to get in.
Oh, there's the Shurelya's did pop to try and close the gap. Rich was just not there in time. Hook from Nautilus to bring him further away.
Yeah, part of me thinks they could turn around and just explode this team, but
yeah.
I think they're wary of where Nautilus or Nocturne is, and
Graves. But they did get a little bit of vision on Graves in lane. Yeah. They know he's not quite with them, but by the time they got the vision, decision was made. Yeah. But right now, though, looking to get Baron number 2. There is the hawk shot they know, but the Baron's not going down quite that fast. There is an opportunity for Orb to actually go in and try and make something happen here. Ahri is getting caught a little bit far out. Spellsy out on the front line, because that's what a good support does. You got to get in there. You got to get in the thick of things. Nubby Pooh Bear with the Zonias and the ult, keeping Rich busy. Yoda may actually go down here. Yes, Yuzuki's going to go ahead and grab up that kill. High L9 out there in front taking damage. And the Baron is still auto-attacking both of these teams. Robert Lee in front. Buckshot, not getting much in spells. He's going to be going down to Nien. So right now it's a 2v4. Nubby Pooh Bear got the bind on the Kenketh. Lemonation not going to go ahead and follow up on it.
Yeah, crazy. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was really good.
And MVP of that fight? MVP.
Spellsy.
Baron. Baron, because Baron was actually still attacking Ordinance throughout that fight, because one of them still actually managed to stay within attack range. Because if you look at the arrangement of bodies, it's still right there out in front of the pit. But he'll still attack you.
Yeah.
He will still attack you. Yeah. You're the one who angered him. You should just never, taken his beer in the first place.
Yeah, that was good on Orb to jump in when they could, Ordinance was the most susceptible to the Baron. And they're hanging around the area. They wanted Baron to be doing that additional damage, giving them a little bit of advantage. But also, really good positioning from Ordinance. Graves was getting in there, hitting those close shotgun blasts, doing a lot of significant damage. Spellsy was healing appropriately, and overall, man, that team fight was miraculous. Yeah,
that was so crazy, and we may actually see it again. Lemon Nation with the Oracles, looking to keep things nice and safe. Spellsy rebought the Oracles, but here's the thing, though. They're at a positional disadvantage. Graves is back in base. Nocturne and Ari are spotted out in mid, so this gives Orbit a chance to actually gain a positional advantage. They may also just camp out the bush.
Yeah.
Waiting to see what Ordinance does. 3 members of Orb pushing out mid. Hawkshot going down, trying to see where everyone is. They realize they can go ahead. They may very well be able to rush this. I'm not sure if both of these teams, though, they don't have the world's best Baron damaging opportunities. But things, though, they have the opportunity to catch someone out. There is the bind and the hook right there to Ari, and shut down, immediately melted. No longer a matter in this fight. And there's Yoda also being cut out. Rich going to be going down as well. There's a Shirelia's being popped. They want to go ahead and close the gap. Yuzuki can go ahead and grab all that one. Robert Lee, the pull from Yuzuki. Keep it safe. Smack with the anchor. You are down. Stay down.
Hook
Ace.
City.
Hook City. Nien going to go ahead and grab the ace. That was so nice.
I think they can just... Can they push to win?
They can push to win here.
Really? You think so? I don't
they
know
can push to win here. They got 20 seconds at the very least until Ari comes up.
So,
should be more than enough damage.
Yeah, good call, man. That was good on them. Poor Ari just got caught out. She did like the half face check where she went in, realized it was not a good idea, then just exploded anyway. Didn't even matter. GG,
there you go,
man.
GG. Orbit taking game 1 versus Ordinance.
That was a roller coaster of emotion.
That was.
Yeah.
I would love to go ahead. I want to see more emotion. I want to see something like that game too, man. That was just an incredible, absolutely incredible display from both teams.
Yeah, really good. They're so evenly matched.
Yes.
And we know that because of how the game kind of just went back and forth between the two. And yeah, that was pretty scary. So yeah, good on them. They Orb took it. They played well. They had really strong advantage. They baited out that Baron. I think they led them to think that they were going to attack. They hung out in those the bushes, and then when one person got close, that key bind that we saw all game, yeah, landed that, and good for them.
So you know what? We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take a quick little break, and then we're gonna come back.
Yeah. And
the fireworks will continue.
Happy 4th of July.
This is a fantastic game to be enjoying on your holiday.
Yeah.
You know what? Go back. We're gonna have some quick time. You may have locked up the grills for the day.
Yeah.
But still, bring out some of the leftovers.
Back out.
We're
still grilling.
Bust back out the beverages, alcoholic if you're of age. Bring back out the potato salad and the mac salad.
If you're not of age.
Smoothies. Well, you can just dip into whatever.
Kool-Aid.
Bring out the Kool-Aid. Bring out the sodas. Bring out the potato chips.
Yeah.
Get the family to watch because this is going to be a very entertaining night. IPL Face Off, San Francisco Showdown qualifiers.
Yeah.
This is round of 16. This is nuts.
This is a crazy tournament.
Ordinance versus Orbit. We're going to be right back, so do please stick on with us.